something really sketchy is happening. Hey cryptic creatures, welcome back to the crypt. I have a lot to say. Today, what look are we doing today? I've been doing a lot of black and white makeup looks lately, and that's because one of the trends for spring and summer is black and white, and you see this everywhere right now. Black and white everything, so I was like, hey, why not apply that to makeup? So that's why I've been doing so many black and white makeup looks, and I think I'm gonna do another one. My eyes are white, my hair is black. That's the first part of the look. Where do we begin? Okay, let me start on a positive note here, because let me tell you, I've been totally miserable. I don't think that's any secret. And I'm not a miserable person, okay? I know this because I know I've been happy at points in my life. When I was a tiny child, I was told that I was always happy, always smiling. So I think by nature, I'm like happy. But I don't think anyone could feel good when like you feel like the people around you don't respect you, especially when you already struggle with feeling worthless all the time. It's just like if you're in environments that reinforce that idea, it can be really hard. So that's why I've been miserable, but let's talk about positive things. Okay, so the first positive thing is, well, I guess just like fun things. I forgot to mention this in March actually, because this happened in March, but I finally learned how to play Pokemon the card game. So my boyfriend taught me and we were like playing, and it's actually really fun. I highly recommend it. If you like strategy-based games, it's really fun, and it's nice to just like not be staring at a screen for once. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever played it before. It's kind of been on like, I guess, a bucket list, and now that's checked off, which is cool, and it's a lot of fun. So that's fun. Oh my god, biggest thing though, biggest positive thing, my sister just moved to the US. She's been living in Ukraine for the last 4 years. I haven't been able to visit because I didn't have money to visit, and when I finally did start making enough money to go visit her, the pandemic happened. So they're here now, so I'm excited. She's living in my hometown, and we're gonna go visit her. Yeah, I'm just excited because she's literally like my best friend. So that's kind of like the best news of the month of April. I guess I'll put some shimmery white under the brow. Other fun, cool thing, me and my boyfriend participated in this attempt to break the world record for most models in an online fashion show, and it was for an alternative fashion show done by Alternative Modeling. I'll put their information in the description below. But honestly, they're so cool. I watched the live stream last Saturday. They live streamed the whole show. There's just a lot of uplifting people. It was really amazing to see just like how inclusive they were. They weren't looking for like a certain body type, you know what I mean? I've never done anything like that. So that was literally my first time. I'm pretty sure it was my boyfriend's first time. It came out really cool. Like when our part came out, they actually put us on the same screen together, which I was not expecting. And that made it even better. It's like, oh look, we like did it together. And I think we looked really good actually. And his outfit was awesome. Everybody was complimenting his slippers, which he got from Killstar, by the way, if you're curious. And yeah, he was representing all the brands. I really wasn't representing any brands, to be honest. Like, everything I was wearing that day, I got from Amazon, minus the choker, which was a Sugar and Spikes choker, but it was too far away for you to actually see it. So everything else, though, was Amazon on my part. And then in his part, he was literally representing, like, all of the major alternative brands. He had the Killstar slippers, Black Craft Cult pants, is that what they're called? Yeah, not Black Star. Black Craft Cult pants and Electro Threads shirt. And if we did help break the world record, it's kind of cool. Again, another thing to put on your check mark of things you've accomplished in life. And since I've just been like having like a really rough time with like my day-to-day shit in my life, it was really nice to just have something to celebrate in the month of April. So there were several things. Also, Mortal Kombat came out, and I personally liked it. We both liked it. Me and my boyfriend watched it together. We both liked it. I know that there's a lot of critics out there. And people also said that all of the one-liners like, flawless victory, were cheesy and forced. And yeah, they were definitely cheesy, but I loved it. Because it was just like one big ode to the video game. And yeah, it was super cheesy. But like, hello, have you seen the original Mortal Kombat movie? Like, I don't know if there's a Mortal Kombat movie that isn't cheesy. So I don't know what people are expecting out here. But the only person I didn't like was Kano, and at first I actually liked him. I thought he was funny, and then he just quickly devolved into annoying and like, I think racist. I would say borderline racist, but is there really such a thing as borderline racist? It's like, you're either saying racist shit or you're not. And he definitely said some racist shit, so I was like, I know he's supposed to be annoying, but writers, do better. You can make him a douchebag without making him racist, but all the more reason to hate him and his character. So that was my only real issue with him. But yeah, we watched it, we liked it. I really liked, I think what did it for me was the fatality scenes, because it reminded me of Mortal Kombat 11 scenes, so I just liked it. I'll just put some shimmer in the corner right there. Oh, by the way, my sister does pet edits. We did a collab together, which you may have already seen, but if not, you can watch that here. And she does these amazing edits of photos of your pets. So if you have a pet and you want her to edit it, you can make a request. I requested her to edit this photo of my dog to look like a bat, and she highly exceeded my expectations. I was screaming because I was really, you know, I didn't know what to expect. I said make him a bat, and she just went above and beyond. She gave him a little bow tie. She put him in this bat cave, this like really cool, creepy atmosphere with like a skull, which I wasn't expecting at all, and I just love it so much. I want to print it out and put it up on the wall. So if you want an amazing edited portrait of your pet, you can request that. She does giveaways sometimes, but she also does them for money, and honestly at a ridiculously affordable price. I keep telling her to raise her prices, honestly. So you can go check that out on Kathy Permakitten Instagram. A link is in the description below. And if you like black cats, if you like cats in general, another reason to go follow her. Can you even see it? Oh, you can barely see it. But when it's there, it's there. I'm just gonna spill all the tea about the challenges I've been facing. And you know, to be honest, I struggle with this because, like, on one hand, it's like, okay, I could have worse problems. Like, literally, I saw a thumbnail for a video the other day where this kid literally got his jaw ripped off by a hyena. And I'm like, that is probably one of the worst problems I can think of having. And it's not my problem, you know what I mean? And so, on one hand, I'm like, I could have it so much worse. There's 1,000, a million, a billion ways in which I could have it worse than I do. And the problems that I have really are not that bad. But for some reason, in the day-to-day experience, it just feels horrible. It feels horrible. And I'm gonna just kind of vent about what that is, and I don't know, maybe try to get some perspective and, you know, not feel so bad about it all the time. But at the same time, maybe this is just a sign I need to move on, because if something this simple is making me feel this bad, maybe it's just not what I need in my life, you know what I mean? Okay, quickly I'll just say that I'm on a performance improvement plan at work, which basically means I have 60 days to improve or I will get fired. The thing that kills me about this is that, like, we have 3 different metrics that we're measured by, plus we have projects. I've been managing this huge project pretty much all by myself. I've asked for guidance and direction from above, and I finally got some, but they put it on paper and we need at least 30 hours to run this project smoothly. I only have, if I'm lucky, 6 to 4 hours, and then I have a team, and collectively we have 15 hours. So yeah, I'm stressed out. I've expressed this for months in a row. I'm stressed, I'm burnt out. We don't have the capacity to do everything. More is continued to be requested of me, and I really don't get a lot of recognition for what I do on a reoccurring basis. And I think I can quantify that. Like, we have this kind of public recognition board, and I'm pretty sure if I go back and count like how many times people have said, you know, good job to me publicly, because pretty much most of the time people aren't saying it to me privately either. I don't really have anyone saying good job or yeah, you finished that, good job. It's just me doing a lot of work, and like nobody's seeing the work that I'm doing. And then on top of that, they're asking me to do more, which makes me feel like they don't see the work I'm doing and they don't think I'm doing enough, which is so stressful. But I can also quantify it. Like, I'm pretty sure if I compare public recognition other people have gotten, what I've gotten is so much less. So that's stressful because no one's really managing me. I feel completely mismanaged. And on top of that, we have 4 other metrics, 3 of which count, and all of them are good, except for 1, and I'm only short by 0.5. They want us to respond to 11 customers per hour in the hours that we're interacting with customers, and I'm at 10.5. And when I tell you that the site is constantly breaking, I've been here for 3 years, I'm burnt out, and they know that that's a problem. They're like, yeah, around the 2.5, 3 year mark, people start getting burnt out. Although now it's like more like a year. The people who have been there a year are over it, let me tell you. And I've been there for like 3 times as long almost as them. At least 2.5. And I'm beyond burnt out. And they're, instead of like having human compassion for that and saying like, overall, you're doing a good job, you're very short on this one thing, not let it slide, but it's just, I don't know, I just feel like the circumstances and the way that they go about things only creates more stress. And so like, how am I supposed to focus? And on top of that, something really sketchy is happening. Every day I get a report about how many customers I interacted with the day before per hour. That report is changing. So it's like, I'll get the report for the day before, and like, let's say it was 12 customers per hour. Then I'll get the report for the next day, but when I look at the day before, the 12 has now turned into an 11 or a 10, and it's like, this is sketchy. Like, this is really sketchy. Are they just trying to fire me because I make more money than someone else that they could hire to do the same job and make less? But I'm also doing more work, and like, I'm good across the board except for that 0.5. And it's just like so defeating, because how do I even know if I really try, which I have been trying. It's just like not my fault that the site is always broken and things are always coming up and people are always messaging me for things in the middle of when you're trying to do all this other work. And I have mental health issues like ADHD, which is my biggest struggle with this job, honestly, but it only like diminishes me for 0.5, and they're not even just showing, and I've been open with them about all of this and they just don't care. And I think the hardest part about it is just like, for the entire time that I've been there, I just feel like I've been mismanaged, and I feel like, I don't know, I've been treated differently than other people, and I don't want to have a victim mentality. I don't think it's in my head. I can like literally put it on paper. And so I don't know, I'm struggling with that. So anyway, they put me on a performance review plan. I have 60 days to improve if someone's not like screwing me over behind the scenes, changing my metrics, which I have screenshot evidence of, and I am going to bring it up to their, I'm going to bring it to their attention. And my boss, and my boss's boss, and my boss's boss's boss, I'm going to email all of them with this proof and be like, listen, like, I don't feel comfortable being on this performance review plan when we don't even know what's going on with the system that's measuring our metrics. And people can go in there and mess with it. So like, I just don't know. I know that sounds like very conspiracy theorist of me, but when you look at the things that like Lowe's is doing, GameStop is doing, like all these companies that they're doing to hurt their employees in the name of saving money, honestly, nothing would surprise me. So anyway, I'm struggling with that, and it's also because like I want stability in my life, and I feel like every time I get close to having some level of stability, like, okay, I've got the financial piece down, now let me work on these other things, something else falls apart, and I just can never get a sense of stability. And that's kind of, I don't want to say that's all I want, but it would be nice. I've literally never had it ever since I was like a kid. There was no sense of stability because it's been insane. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the chatty get ready with me. Thank you for getting ready with me today. That's pretty much all of the updates for the month of April. Wearing sugar and spikes, of course, earrings and choker. Go check out the store, Glam Goth Beauty. And I will see you in the next video, so make sure you take care of yourselves because it's the most important thing. I'm still working on it. See you later.